Hey everyone. Let me turn on some light here because we're supposed to get a big storm around here soon. Um, but I guess I would take this opportunity to kind of give you my thoughts. I know the show's been going on for about 13 episodes now, and so I thought I'd kind of give my thoughts a little bit on Lucha Underground. Um, I have liked their page on Facebook, so I am interested in it, and I see that there's a lot of people that are actually paying attention to it. They're actually watching it and stuff, and and they actually enjoy it. And I have to say, for a show that goes literally, if you take a look at the on demand, when you watch it the next day on demand, that goes for literally 45 minutes, 45 minutes, if you will. Like I say, if you watch the on demand version the next day it comes out, the recent episode that is, it's pretty good. I mean, they cram a few matches in there that that they can from. I think they cram in about 4 matches at most at times, and that's just in a short span. I think they crammed in about 4 today on last night's episode that I watched this morning, or not this morning, but on Wednesday's episode, which I watched today. So again, I think for a 45-minute show, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty decent. I like how they have some established names in there, like Johnny Mundo Morrison, John Morrison. Chavo is in there. I like that. I like that they've just finally debuted Alberto, so that's good. And I love the fact that there's rumors going around that if he's ever finally released from his contract, Rey Mysterio might end up there too. But I like I do like the concept of what it does. It also allows people that normally wouldn't get an opportunity, or even if they did, they wouldn't really get that opportunity until, you know, so and so. Hold on for a second. There we go. He's taking a piece of hair off of there. Until like so and so said so. So I like that they're giving people like Elise an opportunity. I like that. I like how they're giving her an opportunity. They're giving Brian Cage an opportunity, allowing him to shine. Just really putting this mixture in of Americanized uh, wrestling and the lucha libre style. So I do like that. And I'm just trying to get something off the back of my Kindle here, but I do like that. And the presentation to me is really unique. I really like that because it's basically it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of a wrestling show, a reality show, and something like you would see on NCIS. Kind of that gritty, kind of crime drama like atmosphere with its like cut scenes, if you will. I like that. I do because it gives you more like you are that. To me, what they're doing here is they're actually embracing the fact that pro wrestling is sports entertainment, and they're really taking advantage of that entertainment avenue because they're saying, hey, look, we don't have to be live in the arena and all that. You don't have to do backstage segments. If you want to do a segment that's like a backstage segment, but you want more realism to it, do something like what Lucha Underground is doing. And I think it's good because it gives you that presentation that, like I say, in the sense that not only are you watching a wrestling show, but you're watching a crime drama. Sort of like a crime movie, if you will, something like that. And it's really good. The presentation is really good, and I like the fact that they have United Artists backing them up. So that helps in the long run too. Ooh, so I think it's nice little, a nice little addition to the wrestling genre, to the network of wrestling promotions and companies out there, from WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, you name it. I like the presentation that it's, this new added presentation that it's giving, and hopefully, maybe some of these companies that I've mentioned might take a lesson from them and say, hey, you know what? They're having success with this. People like the concept. Maybe we should try it. Because I mean, think about it this way: you got WWE supposed to be the number one leader in sports entertainment, and not saying they aren't, but if WWE was to take notes from Lucha Underground and do a presentation like what we see there. I mean, basically, okay, have the matches the way you have them, that's fine and everything, but kind of like have the backstage segments be more like what you see with the sort of backstage segments that you get with Lucha Underground, which is more like say on that crime drama movie like environment. I think it would work. I think it would work for WWE, and you know what? Maybe people will tune in more to see them if they did that. I think it would work with TNA. Same thing. I think people will tune in to see that. Same with Ring of Honor. You take more of that movie kind of like crime series drama presentation that they're using for their backstage segments, if you will, and I guarantee you people will actually tune in to watch because at least you're coming out and saying, okay, we're giving you the wrestling, but we're also now also giving you the entertainment. You know, here with this kind of a presentation, you could actually establish legit bad guys and legit good guys. And I think that's what, when you take a look at Lucha Underground, in a sense, that's kind of what they're doing with these little segments that they're doing, these little like NCIS, Law and Order, Gotham, if you like, cutscenes and segments. I really like it. Some could be cheesy, like there was one segment where you had uh, can't think of his name right now, but basically the guy that runs Lucha Underground talking to obviously this big beast that he has caged up and he's got to unlock him eventually. I have to admit that was kind of a little cheesy, especially the shadowy silhouette part. But overall, besides that, just a great presentation. And I think it's a presentation that other wrestling promotions need to take note of and actually take inspiration from in some ways, because I think it would help them in the long run. And to me, that's what right now separates Lucha Underground from everybody else. The fact that to me, it's basically a hybrid. It's a hybrid of a wrestling show, and it's a hybrid of reality with how they present uh, the do the introductions, kind of the presentation, the promos for the luchadors and lucha. Can't think of the female name for luchador. Uh, the queens, if you will, let's put it that way, of the Mexican of Lucha Underground. I think if you take all that together, it could really other promotions could benefit from looking at those how this is presented, and this is presented in a way that for 45 minutes to an hour is pretty damn good. Because like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. You have an actual kind of a plot going on in these segments that feel like you're watching something out of Gotham or NCIS. It really does. So to me, I think some wrestling companies need to take note of that and try to integrate that into their show, and it'll probably make them better in the long run. But that's just my opinion. But overall, I like the pacing of the show. I like how they're able to get some decent length of matches into the show, even for 45 minutes to an hour. Uh, I like how they're establishing who are the bad guys, who are the good guys, the Rudos, and the Luchas, if you will. So I like that. And overall, it's a nice little 45-minute, 1 hour show that I think people could tune. If you haven't seen it yet, I do recommend watching. It will sit back and enjoy and actually tolerate for 45 minutes. And I think Jeff Siegel of OTR is Central needs to give it a chance just once, and maybe he might like it too. But it's his choice. Just a little suggestion to him, though. You might like it. It might be that alternative you're looking for. But anyway, I have to say, I do recommend watching Lucha Underground. Catch it when you can. They do put the episodes on demand, so if you haven't watched all the episodes yet, you can catch up on it and see, and try to, you could watch it on demand and catch up to where they recently had the more recent episodes, and go from there. But I do recommend it, and that's really all I'm going to say. So, till next time, guys, talk to y'all later. Comment below, and let me know what you guys think of Lucha Underground, if you've seen it or not. And if you think their presentation of the whole show could help, maybe, or certain segments of it could help these other companies as well. Let me know what you guys think down below.